all. So if only you guys take my money, it means I won't have money for lunch. Ne? So I'm going to distribute this money. I want you guys to look at the coins that I have given you. Observe them. Pay close attention. Tell me what you see. Whatever it is that you see, discuss as a group. And then as soon as you're done discussing, write it down on your scribbler. Eh? So you've got 1 rand. You've got 5 cent, I2, as well as 20 cents. So each group has E1 rand, 2 times 5 cents, as well as 20 cents. Observe the coin that I am giving you. Make notes. What do you see? What is it that you know? Have you seen it before? Where have you seen it? Does it seem familiar? Eh? Observe even the objects that are on these coins. So please share, eh? Pass them around so that everyone in the group can see. Is there a group that is missing coins? So this is what I expect you guys to be doing. You guys are expected to be discussing about the coins next. Let's discuss about the coins. You only have 3 minutes to do that. Meme, please worry. It is 9:21. 9:24, everybody stops. So keep on discussing. I want to hear what you guys are saying. Everyone must be speaking. What do you see on the coin? Is there an animal? Is there a plant? When you look at the bag, does it look familiar? Have you ever seen it before? Where have you seen it? If only it's an animal, what animal is it? Write it down on your scribbler. On the one that basics, you've got 2 minutes. I know I am not understanding what you have. I want to know what is in these coins. What object is this? Where have you seen it? Don't tell me that you got 100. I know. I gave you 100, right? Tell me what does the coin have? What does the 100 coin have? Does it have an animal? Does it have a plant? Where have you seen this plant? Oh, if only has an animal, what is the name of that Tell me what you know. Nobody, remember in my class, nobody is wrong, right? I The spotlight is now mine. Eh?
Yes.
So you are group 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Group 2, tell me what you saw. Anyone from group 2, I think we were all participating in this discussion. So anyone from the group should be able to answer. I said group 2. So everybody's gonna keep quiet and listen to group 2. Like I said, hands down. Group 8, hands down. Thank you. Yeah?
X1 we saw a springbok and at the bottom there is a grass and the name. At the 27.
You can just give me one. You can just give me one. It's fine. So they're saying the one red coin has an animal and it's called a springbok. Is it a springbok?
Yes.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay, fine. And what?
The national is a coat of arms.
Wow. Okay, he says at the back there's a coat of arms. I did not know. Group 8, what did you see? So we're no longer speaking about the ones that know. Hello? Everybody? Hi? Excuse me, ma'am. I am the only one who is speaking at the moment. Okay. Group 8. You guys tell me about the 5-cent coin. Okay, that's the one, right? It has the national animal, that is the springbok. What other? They've already told me about 200 coin. Tell me about a different coin.
The 50 cent has the national flower.
Oh, the 20 cent has the national flower. What is the national flower called? What's the name of that national flower? It's a protea. Oh, I did not know what you guys know all this information. And my 5-cent coin? 7.
In the back of the coin,
Yeah.
see the year that the coin was created.
Okay, the year that the coin was created. Alright, yeah? Yeah?
At the back of the coin, I saw a word that said African Hua, and it means African United.
I just learned something new. I prepared for this lesson and prepared it because I actually did not know. It says African Bura. It means, oh, Africa United, Africa Bura. Oh, does it mean that name? Africa Bura. Okay, I did not know, I swear. Okay, let's think about the last coin, which is the 20 cents. 20 cents. Yeah, group 4. Yeah? Okay, the 20 cent has a protea flower. Eh? Yeah, the last one. You're the last one. Yeah? Wow. Wow. It has the ears of wheat and the rising sun. So you guys are clear. It has what? A 2 cents, as in the 2% people. Oh, okay. Did you want to say something different? We cannot be saying everything. So thank you guys. So it seems like you guys are well aware of what it is that we're going to be speaking about, right? Yes. So we've observed these coins and we're well aware with the one that coin has an animal. That animal is called a springbok. And you guys have already told me it is a national animal. It's the national springbok. You told me about the protea flower, but we're going to go deep into these things and find out why are they in these coins. But before I do this, I want you guys to tell me, okay, fine, let's do this first. Or everything that you have seen on those coins possibly is here, right? Yes. You've seen the coat of arms. Like nobody told me about this. What does the 5-cent coin have? Yeah? What is it called? T-shirt. Yeah? There? Look how T-shirts to help them. No, not necessarily. Not the secretary bird, yeah? It's a blue crane, right? It is a blue crane. This is the blue crane. So these are all the objects that you guys have identified on those coins. Next, so we've got the blue crane, we've got the protea flower, and we also have the national springbok. But we're also going to explore all these other ones. But I've got a quick question before we go into that. Why do you think they chose a springbok to be a national animal? Like you guys are telling me it is a national animal. They could have chosen any other animal. There's many animals in South Africa. We've got lions, we've got, think about the big 5. We've got rhinos, right? We've got other animals, we've got the cheetah. Why did they put a cheetah instead? Why do you think they put a springbok? Of course, Tisha,
because the springbok.
Because the springbok, why a springbok? Even if you don't know the answer, but why do you think it's so special about a springbok? Yes, babe?
Because the springbok shows Ubuntu.
Because the springbok shows in Ubuntu. How? How? I like that answer. The Springbok shows mood. Okay, how? Are you maybe relating it? Yes?
Because teacher, it's not hard and this other animals, it's caring for animals.
So it does not harm other animals, it only feeds on the environment. So that's why it's showing mood, okay? What else? Why do you think it's from why do you think it's blue crane? Or why do you think our national flower is a protea? Why? Yeah, Amos, I've been speaking to you. Group 8, you guys are not saying anything to me. The national flower. Let's try English, baby.
The national flower, I think why they chose the national flower because it's only found in South Africa.
It's only found in South Africa. Did you want to say something different? You wanted to say that, okay. So now we've discovered that the protea is only found in South Africa. Okay. So think about the movies that you guys watch. I bet you guys like American movies. We like European movies. Have you ever seen these animals in those movies? Have you ever seen a springbok in an American movie?
Yes.
Tell me about it. Let's listen to her. Tell me about it. Yeah? Yeah, it's a springbok. Specifically a springbok. Have you seen it in an American movie? Which movie was it? What was happening?
They were in the stadium.
They were in the stadium, and then there was a springbok. Are you sure it's a springbok? Remember, you guys, this is an image of a springbok. Ne? Where is it? We've got many antelopes. An antelope is an animal way. I'm the one who's speaking at the moment. I mean, yes. So a springbok is an antelope that is, what do you call it? That eats grass. And there's many other antelopes that look similar, almost like this. Are you sure it was a springbok? Okay, but I disagree, but okay. She saw it. What did she?
I saw the springbok in the movie. It called the devil, fighting devils.
Fighting devils. What do you think it was shot? I'm going to Google it.
Teacher,
Is it an American movie or a South African movie?
American.
And what was the environment like? Was it in grasses? Was it hot? Was it cold? What was the environment looking like? Yes, code switch. Use your home language. Code switch. Exactly. This is what I like. Think about it. He's saying we were trying to kill all these animals, and they wanted to kill specifically a springbok to make clothes. I am thinking African clothes. So it is so special because it is what African, and it relates to what our culture. So it's not theirs. At the end of the day, it belongs to who? Us. All these animals. Have you ever seen a protea in an American movie? Protea is very beautiful. Have you ever seen it? No. They usually have these flowers that we don't know of that roll in the dust. We have the most beautiful animals and plants in South Africa. So this is the reason. That is like you guys are saying. Someone said to me, the springbok is only found in South Africa. That's true. That is the reason why it was chosen. Next. Okay. So we're going to move on. Oh, last question. I wanted to know if only you were to change the animal on a one-rand coin, which animal would you use and why? I cannot be speaking to the same people, someone different. Hey, specifically, if only you wanted to change the animal on a one-rand coin, which animal would you use? Any animal. And tell me why.
Lion.
A lion. Okay, why?
Because the lion is brave.
Because a lion is brave. So do you think South Africans are brave?
Yes.
Okay. What else would you use? Tell me, come on. Give me an animal. Dineo. Which animal would you be if only you were, let's say today you are the president and you are given the chance to change the animal on that coin, which one would you use? Yes. An elephant. Yeah, why? Why? Tell me why. I'm so excited about that answer because I will also change it into an elephant. I'll give you my reasons a little later. Tell me why. Tell me why. Come on. Anglona eagles. Yes. Tell me why. Why would you change it into an elephant? Do you like elephants? Why do you like elephants? The last one. We need to move on. Yes, babe. Yeah, why? yeah, remember we've got the African elephant, we also have an Indian elephant. So elephants can also be found in India, but they are different from African elephants. African elephants are majestic, they're bigger. When you press the chickens, okay. So you guys, okay, I was going to move you guys back to your seats, but remember you guys have said, hello, I am the one who's speaking, thank you. Remember you guys are seated in two. Moving along, you're going to work with your partner, okay? The person you're sitting next to is also the son, right? Okay. When I distribute papers, you do what? You take one end, you do not fight for papers. The excess I'll collect at. Thank you. Do not leave the paper, distribute it. Hello? Hi. Thank you. Distribute it. Not playing with it, move it to the bag. Does everyone have a paper? Alright, sorted. So, you guys, these images that you see on the paper, they're also on your paper. And you've got the coat of arms, you've got what we call a Callion fish, you've got a springbok, you've got a protea flower, if when you turn it around, you've got the blue crane, right? Okay? And all these pictures or all these images are referred to a symbol. Who knows what a symbol is? What is a symbol? If only were to define the word symbol. Who wants to try? Yeah? It is a summarizing picture. It is a picture that stands for something, right? If only maybe I want to summarize you. Maybe you like soccer, you also like running, you also like, jumping, you know, all those sports activities. I'll give you a symbol that is like an athlete, and it's because it summarizes who? This person, right? So all these pictures are symbols that represent South Africa. Symbols that represent what? South Africa. Okay. So these symbols are very important. They are very important to South Africa, and they are very special to us. And they are very unique. By unique, I mean we are the only ones that have these symbols in South Africa. You cannot go to the USA and give them the coat of arms. They know nothing about the coat of arms, is it? This one. This is our next lesson, right? Following this lesson, we go to maybe the second, yes, the next lesson. This is Enoch Sondonga. Yes. Oh, is it? Yes, this is Enoch Sondonga, right? So as I was saying, I'm saying all these are only found where? In South Africa, and they are unique to us. They are special to us as South Africans. We're going to go through these ones, the ones I gave you on the paper. Okay? So as I read, everybody's looking at their paper. Should I say carry on reading? You should know where we are. Okay? Yes. It says national symbols. National symbols are things like places, objects, and activities, or people that are unique to a particular nation and are used to represent a community in a way that unites its people. So a symbol is used to make us one. If only someone says South Africans, if you and I show the flag, we are just showing the person who you and I are what? South Africans, and it is a symbol that represents South Africans, and it unites us, it makes you and I one. Okay? So today we're going to specifically look at the coat of arms. I am here. Visual national symbols of South Africa. I'm going to start reading from here. The coat of arms. Like I said, we've got many others, but today we're going to be focusing specifically on the coat of arms. Okay? So I'm going to read the other ones, and then we'll end off with this one. We've got the first one, the national bird is the blue crane. This bird is found exclusively in South Africa. Remember we said the 5-cent coin has the blue crane. The reason we have the blue crane is because you cannot find the blue crane anywhere else in the world besides South Africa. If only you see it in America, it's because it has been taken from South Africa to that area. But originally, it exists where? South Africa. The second one, we've got the national fish, which is the Galleon fish. This fish is found along the coast of Namibia to Durban and nowhere else in the world. You guys have been doing, everybody look at that map there. You see, you've got the Pacific Ocean and you've got the Indian Ocean and the Pacific Ocean. Along the Indian Ocean, that's where you find the national Galleon fish going up into Namibia, and then you go that side, right? That is the only place you will find it. You will go and find seas and oceans, you will not find this fish. That means it belongs to who? South Africans. That is the reason it is our national fish. The third one is the national tree, which is the real yellowwood tree. This is the tree that is found in the Cape Province, KwaZulu-Natal, and in Limpopo. So, KwaZulu-Natal, Cape Town, and Limpopo are in which country?
South Africa.
You find it only in South Africa.
Yes.
The national animal, someone has said, it is the springbok. It is normally found in the Free State, Northwest Province, in the Karoo. Let me tell you why this animal is only found in South Africa. And I said, I disagree with Ube, it was in America. This animal, have they touched on biomes, let's see. Have they ever touched on biomes? There's something called biomes. There's savanna, there's grassland, there's desert, you know? So this animal only survives where the weather is not that hot. It does not want in an area where it is too hot. No? So in the Free State, it is the right climate, it is the right weather for this animal to exist. That is why it is only found where? In South Africa. If you were to take it to America has got a very cold winter. During Christmas, they even have snow. This animal would not survive. Ne? So it is only found in this county, and you will never find it in Mpumalanga. You won't tell me when you went to Kruger National Park and found a springbok. It is too hot, too hot for a springbok. Ne? That is why it is found in a biome called the Karoo in the Free State. Ne? Okay. Then we've got the national flower, which is the pink protea. This flower is not found anywhere in the world except in Cape Town, in the Cape Province of South Africa. This is a very beautiful flower. It is so unique. It does not even look like a flower. It almost looks like grass. But if you were to see it in person, it's so beautiful. This does not do it justice. It is so beautiful. You would think it's grass if you were to see them lying over there. It's almost like grass, but it is a flower. And it's only found in the Cape Province. And it's very expensive. In the Eastern Cape. Is it in the Eastern Cape?
Yes.
Okay. It is very expensive. The last one that we're going to touch on today, the national symbol we're speaking of today, is the coat of arms. Right? But before we do that, a very small activity. I just want to see if you guys are following what I am saying. If I define my activity. Take one end. Thank you. Quickly, we're running out of time. Yes. The next teacher will be here. You are going to complete this individually on your own. And I'm going to give you only 30 seconds to do this. So, okay. So the ones that have these, please put them and take the ones that have this. 5 cents. 5 cents. Does everyone have a paper? Okay, so this is what you're going to be doing, okay? Thank you. There's a list, you see this table. On column A, you've got all the coins, yes please. You don't have one. You've got all the coins that I had given you previously, and then on column B, you've got all the animals, all the symbols that we've spoken about. I want you to match. For example, column A, it says 1 rand. Which symbol does a 1 rand coin have? So your answer for number 1 would be complete 30, 29, 28. Complete the table. You have 30 seconds. Look at it. I love this. Raise your hand if you only one who's counting 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you. So let's put down. Let's all answer. For the 100 coin, we've got which symbol? E. What is that animal? Springbok. For the 50% coin? C. Which is? Blue. And then 20 cents? A. Which is? Protea. Please put that paper away. No, it's fine. You can printed that way, it's fine. Eh? As long as you've given me the right, the correct alphabet. Don't bring it back, keep it to yourself. Alright, listen up. Keep it to yourself. I'll take it. Like I said, today we're going to be focusing on South Africa's coat of arms. I need to be already established we've got many symbols. We've got the Galleon fish, we've got the Protea, we've got the Springbok, and. But today we're going to be focusing on the coat of arms, right? So, in 1994, you guys, but before 1994, remember South Africa had the apartheid and it's where the black, the Indians and the colors were pushed upon or discriminated against based on their color, were treated bad, and then our democracy in which year? 1996. Yes. In 1994, we declared a democratic country, and then South Africa became a democratic country in 1994, and South Africa became a new country, right? So, with the democratic government elected, hello, I am the only one who is speaking. You are to listen. Thank you. When we became a democratic country, someone is speaking. Let's stop that. So when we became a democratic country, our government decided, no man, we need to change by a new country, so things must change. And people, there's a song, do you guys watch TikTok? Yes. Yes. So that song, when we became a new country, the government was like, no, you know, the change. Things need to change. And they decided the old things must do away with them and start with the new things. That's when they came with the coat of arms. This was the previously used coat of arms. Yes. This one. Remember, I am saying, Mina, all these national symbols, they are things that we relate to as South Africans. They are only found in South Africa, so you can relate to a Springbok. But this one, do you see anything you can relate to besides the Springbok? Yes. What? Yes. Where's the monkey? This is not a monkey. It's a lion. Do you relate? Wait. Do you relate to a lion in South Africa? Yes, we have a lion in South Africa, but it is not only found in South Africa. Other countries have lions, so it is not that special. So when these British came to our country, they had their own coat of arms for us. And it did not say anything to us. When I read, they say this woman, this four-corner thing represented the 4 provinces. This woman represented Transvaal, which is now called Gauteng. Do we know anything about a woman who has a spear, Captain Hook? No. Have you ever had Captain Hook in South Africa? No. Do we have pirates in South Africa? Yes. No. What's the team? I mean pirates, the ones that you yes. Do we have that? No. So what does it have to do with us? Sing it out. They have what? They say this is the Free State. It has the oranges. In Free State, there supposedly have to be a lot of oranges just because there's a city called Orange Farm. It's decided they must put oranges. So what? So our government decided, you know what? Don't want this. We don't want this. We want our own coat of arms. So they decided to make a coat of arms that was inclusive for black, white, Indian, and colored. So if only you identified as a South African, the coat of arms will speak to you. So within the coat of arms, it has symbols, you guys. The coat of arms has symbols. Please, I'm going to distribute our textbook when you're going to be sharing. And if you open up on page 165, you already have a textbook. Please help me with page 165. Page 165. That's this page. Thank you. Page 165. On page 165, we have what we call the coat of arms. We are going to be going through individually the different symbols on the coat of arms. The coat of arms as its own is a symbol, but within the symbol there are other symbols that make up the coat of arms. So I'm going to point at one of you. You read what you start from the right side, so we'll go anti-clockwise. You read and then you give the definition, and then I'll explain. Look, rising sun.
Rising sun. A new beginning for the new national.
A new beginning for the new nation. So when South Africa, remember there was the apartheid, so they decided now we are into democracy. This is a new beginning. So to symbolize a new beginning, they used a rising sun. Remember when the sun rises, our sun rises on the east, The east, yes. So when it rises, it's almost saying like, right? That was what South Africa was saying when they used the rising sun. It is a new beginning. So they used the rising sun, right? It was to read the secretary bird.
Secretary bird.
The nation.
The nation can rise up and protect
itself. The nation can rise up and protect itself. The secretary bird, if you guys were to see it, it is almost like a chicken, but longer. Think of a chicken, it's kude. But give it longer legs.
Yes.
The reason they use the secretary bird, you should see it. See, the secretary bird does exactly that. A secretary bird is a bird of prey. You guys know birds of prey. You know what prey means, and it eats other animals. So a secretary bird eats even snakes. It eats snakes. So yes. So think about a cobra standing like that, and the secretary bird is like, never, bruh. You won't eat me. At the end, the secretary bird will be the one to win. So they chose specifically a secretary bird because we can protect ourselves. As South Africans, we can be like secretary bird, we stand fast and say we will protect ourselves. Next, specifically read the Khoisan people. Oh no, the Protea, yeah?
Protea, a unique South African flower. Our nation is unique.
Exactly that. Like I said, the Protea flower is only found in the Cape Province, so it means we are unique. You can never find another South African. We are the only South Africans in terms of. Remember, we are called a rainbow nation. Is there any other nation that is called a rainbow nation? No, it is only us, special Naleon. We are that special. We are that unique. Nobody can replace us. If you you get to a country, go to England and you're like, South Africa. They look at you and you're like, yeah, you can tell. You don't even have to ask. So we are special, we are very unique. Yes, babe. Read the question.
Khoisan people and first people of South Africa, we respect our history.
Okay, so the first people to inhabit this country were the Khoisan people. And we respect those people. We respect them so much. They are very important. So we try. Remember, as you guys are Zulu speaking. Yes. Zulu city. You must know where you're coming from in order for you to know where you're going, right? Yes. So these people are very important to us because they are part of our history. Everything that we learned as Africans in terms of specific, please don't do that. Everything that we know and everything that we are doing, we take our culture, it stems from the Khoisan people. So we chose the Khoisan people because we respect our history in order to know where we are going. Exactly. Okay, ears of wheat. Oh no, the shield. The shield.
Shield. We protect our country.
Remember, majority of South Africa, we've got, actually I said we're a Remo nation. We've got Zulu, Sutus, N. But the three Nguni languages, almost all of us, we use the spear. You remember Ushai?
Yes.
When he went to war. When he went to war, he was using a shield. So it means we can protect ourselves. We use the shield to protect ourselves. When we spoke about when you guys were speaking about democracy, there was a point where you spoke about the British people. The British people, when they came to South Africa, everyone's eyes on? Yeah, thank you. So, when they were fighting, they did not have guns. I think the white people were using guns. Our African people did not use guns. They did not have guns, but we used what? A shield. They were protecting themselves using a shield. So we are also saying, the coat of arms is also saying we can protect who? Ourselves. Okay? Right. Ears of wheat.
Ears of wheat. We grow food at the same time respect the earth that feeds us.
Yes, we grow our own food. South Africa is dependent on crops. Majority of the world depends on South Africa for food. They come and find food in South Africa. We have wheat, we've got maize, made from maize. I mean, that comes from the environment. Wheat bix, it comes from the environment. We've got rice, comes from the land. All found where? In South Africa. Right? So we are that special because we have the ability to make our own food. We don't have to go to America and find food. We know how to make our own food. And we respect this land because it gives us what? Food. Young baby at the back. Breathe.
Spear and these traditional response are lying down. We can fast if we need to prepare peaceful solutions.
Yes. This it's a spear and a nokiri. Isagila neha nomkhondo. Isagila nomkhondo. Remember when we fight and we use them, they stand up, you are ready to fight. But they are lying down this time around to say we've been fighting. We are going to make them down. We want peaceful solutions. But should there be a need? Should there be a need? We will rise up and we will use them. Come rain or shine, we will use them. So we are trying to say we can fight. But let's sit down and speak peacefully. Please read the elephant task.
Elephant task. We draw on our wisdom and strength.
I said I'll tell you guys why I would choose an elephant if only I would put an animal on the $1 coin. I would use an elephant. If someone was to ask me, ma'am, what animal would you describe yourself as? I would tell you to be an angel of gas. The reason I love elephants, or I believe elephants should be used and are important in the coat of arms, we draw our wisdom and strength. Elephants are very wise. They are very, very wise animals. And every time I speak about them, did you see? I was speaking so loudly, but every time I speak about elephants, nothing my pants. Because when I see them, I see this majestic animal that is so wise, that has so much strength and presence. Do you understand? Yes. So as South Africans, we look to the elephants as for their wisdom and their strength. And the other thing I like about elephants is because they are led. The leader of elephants is always a woman. The leader of elephants, other than other animals where the leader is a man, but with elephants, it is matriarchal. It is led by women. So I am expecting the ladies to love elephants because we are leaders. We are leaders. There's a question?
Why elephants? Or why lady elephants are leaders?
It is a matriarchal family. It is always led by females. So what happens is, even though there will be a male elephant, it will always be regarded as young when it comes to women. Women will always be the ones to lead when it comes to elephants. And also the important thing to know with elephants is that elephants live almost like us. Yes, other animals are like, you are an animal. But elephants value family. Please check the door. Please check the door. They value family. They're like, my family is important to me. You see why as Africans we also love elephants? Yes. And to put them in our coat of arms. It is because everybody looks at. Thank you. Yes. So we value the elephants. I've got 2 hands. I'm only going to take 2. We're running out of time. Yes, babe. You. Or you want to read English? You want to say something? I would like to know, I'm going to research why there was a repetition of animals, but I do believe we only have those species of those animals and plants that are found in this country only. So they were limited to using that. Ne? That is what I think, but I'll go and research and I'll come back to you. Ne? I wanted to read the motto myself. Can I please read it? Yes. Yeah. The motto says, it is the same word meaning diverse people unite, meaning the nation coming together. Now I've been practicing you guys, so I want to read the poem. It says, Ike e ikara ike. Ne? Ike e ikara ike, which means we are a diverse nation. Remember, we've got Amazulu, Sutus, ladies, and. Ne? But we all come together. We were able to come together to form one South Africa. Ne? We are that special. We are able to stick together. Ne? That is our uniqueness. Let's talk about what? The Rainbow Nation. South Africa is the only country that has. How many official languages do we have? 11. 11. Yes, so 11. That is we are the only country that has that. Maybe most countries have 2 at most. But we've got 11. So imagine these different languages, but we are able to come together and become what? One. Ne? Okay. So we've gone through all these things. We've got the coat of arms. It is a national symbol, which is unique to South Africa. And within that symbol, there's other symbols. We've got the rising sun. We've got the secretary bird. We've got the protea flower, Namgiri, and the spear. The ears of wheat, the elephant tusks, the shield, as well as the motto. Ne? So I've got an activity for you guys to complete. I know. I am well away. But this one is history, and please take one and pass. You complete this activity individually. I'm only going to give you maybe 10 minutes. No minutes. Okay, we're running out of time. Just complete it. Once you're done, because I need to conclude this lesson. There's a very, very nice activity I want us to play. Sorry. Alright, you guys. So we're going to go through the last 3 answers next. Who wants to give me an answer for the first symbol, the one at the top? You have it. It is the rising sun. What does it mean? Yes, it is a new beginning for a new South Africa, and it's yeah, the shield. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah. Yes, the shield, we protect our country. Come rain or shine, we protect our country, ne? Yeah, the last one? The secretary bird, yeah? We can rise up and protect ourselves, and it's the last one, yeah, babe? Yeah. The Khoisan people, what is the meaning? The first people, and what about them? They were the first people, but what is important about them? Yeah? Yes, they are important to our history, so we respect our history. Ne? So please put these away, close your textbook. Ne? Real quickly. Close your textbook and put everything away. Just put it on the table. Papers facing down. Face down, thank you. I've got a ball now. Ne? A very small ball. I want you guys to quickly tell me what it is that you learned in today's lesson. Ne? This game is called a whipping ball. Ne? The whipping ball game, let's say someone throws it at me, and I have to tell them one thing I learned in today's lesson. Ne? So I am going to throw it to myself, and say one thing I learned about in today's lesson. Then I throw it to anyone in this class. If I throw it to you, you must tell me one thing you learned today. No repetition. You do not repeat the same thing the other person said. You choose whoever. Just throw it, call out their name so that they can know who you're throwing to. Anyone person who know who they are. So let's say it's thrown at me, it's going to be Nontlantla. The one thing I learned today is that South Africa went through the apartheid, and there were different symbols that were used by the apartheid government. But when South Africa received their democracy, they decided to leave old symbols and have their own. One of those symbols was the springbok, which is the national animal, and it is only found in South Africa, specific.
Today I learned that we must respect our culture and be proud of South Africa.
Throw it. Throw it. Come on, quickly. Throw the ball. Throw. Say something and throw it.
I learned to respect our culture, and respect our youth.
Okay, throw it. Call someone's name and throw it. You guys are saying the same thing. We cannot be respecting our culture. What else did you learn? What else? Yes. Femelinka, what did you learn? There's so many things I spoke about today. So many things. Did you learn a symbol? What did you learn? Speak up, baby. I need to hear you there.
Today I learned
Okay, the symbols that I use belong to South Africa only. Jane. Jane. Raise up your voice. What else? What happened? Using what? How do you know that? What's the important thing that tells us where we are coming from and where we are going? Which symbol tells us that? Yeah. Help her! Someone help her! Throw the ball. Throw it to Elmos. Yeah?
Today I learned that the coat of arms summarize our history and build all.
Beautiful. Throw the ball. Throw the ball. Yeah?
Today I learned about the coat of arms and the national animal. The national bird is called the
Yes.
national bird is called
Khalion
the Khalion
fish.
the
Yes.
fish. And
Throw the ball. Throw it. See there? What did you learn? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Give him who's in there. 10. What did you learn in there? Someone who wants to help us, you take off the ball. Throw the ball. Yes, today you learned. Yeah, okay. Throw.